Hi, I'm Pam McKenzie, and this is how I'm using Brightspace for my two flipped classes. I've posted all of my asynchronous content, and we have weekly synchronous sessions. In hopes of making it easy for students to find what they need, I created a basic information unit that appears as the first content tile. It includes the course outline, policies, and resources for students. The content is structured into modules. For consistency, I set each module up with an overview that includes learning outcomes, content, and the number of lessons. I've used release dates so that the following week's content becomes visible to students during our synchronous class so we can talk about it. For each lesson, I've used consistent overall structure, and I use the templates to provide a consistent look and feel and make it easier for me to add different kinds of content. Each lesson starts with an overview, which gives the learning outcomes and asynchronous and synchronous time expectations. Each lesson ends with a looking ahead to our synchronous class page that provides a checklist and gives an overview of the week's synchronous class. I don't find checklists so useful in Brightspace as I did in Sakai, since Brightspace shows students their progress through the elements of the lesson anyway. Between these two is the content for each lesson, which varies a bit in structure depending on what and how much we have to cover. There's usually some to get us started, kickoff activity, and then the content that includes things like lectures, readings, and independent or collaborative investigation. For example, the video template lets me embed and link out to video using a single accordion for the transcript. I've also embedded things like sound recordings, and embedded or link out to Google Documents and Jamboards and Mentimeter polls. I've also remixed template elements to create my own personalized templates that I've saved to my course files. I copied them into each lesson to get me started. They combine elements that I use regularly, like text and image or video and image, and the purple boxes that I use to invite students to stop and reflect. I also use the template box with the orange eye graphic as a learn more box where I can put extra content that's interesting or related but not required. I love tabs and accordions for customizability. Accordions let me provide information that students can choose to access or not. And I use tabs for letting students self-assess and choose their own adventure. And sometimes I use accordions within the tabs to help keep the information not looking too overwhelming. I've used Brightspace quizzes and surveys for students to check their knowledge and evaluate themselves and their peers. I've used external tools like VoiceThread, Zoom Whiteboard, and Microsoft Forms. And in all cases, there have definitely been some growing pains, but I'm learning and I'm finding it really rewarding.